happy holidays to you watching the Monday stream. Great that you are here. I hope you are already winding down and enjoying your time off, hopefully, and otherwise some peace and quiet at work. I'm winding down a bit too. Still, like, if you're doing YouTube content, it's always smart to still put some videos out in December, because that is when the ad revenue is a bit more favorable, and then in January you can just... So yeah, I'm excited for that. Hey everyone, good to see Carl there in the chat. Saber Knight, saw you there already. Ethan with a question already. We can answer that. Yeah, Santa, yours in the house. Hey Red Hood Phantom, good to see you as always. It's Santa. Yeah, I'm here to make all your dreams, your gaming dreams, come true. But only if you've been nice this year. If not, then not. Hey Camiso, it's Ipsy. Man meetings. Or man meet sign. Okay, that's an interesting name. Hello. Hey Santa Claus. Hey. Oh wait, I should not say that out loud. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, Jordan is not coming to the stream. He's chilling out, playing some games. So Santa's taking over. So yeah, if you have any wishes for 2026, let me know, and maybe I can make them come true. I wanted to, in this video, look at the stupid predictions Jordan made last year, and then see if those are true. They're not really stupid. What presents do you have for us this year? I mean, have you been nice this year, Steven? That's what I'm wondering. I have a lot of presents. I have a very fun stream for you this year. And yeah, Santa's kind of broke, as you expect. Console prices. I should have like bought all the presents for everyone in 2020 when all the new consoles came out, because that would have been cheaper than buying them now. Hey Thomas, good to see you. Moist, good to see you as well. Mary Crimbo. If I'm allowed to get my mountain bike and cycle down Route 66. Whoa, that's very specific. No AC Shadows for today. No, AC Shadows is cancelled for 2025. No, I still have one Shadows video this week. There is no... Yeah. Cyruler, it's true. There's no other expansion planned, but we still have some other stuff coming. Again, we'll be doing a video on the future of Shadows and what you can expect in 2026 this week. Hey Severus, good to see you as well. Merry Christmas. Have you some new Wolverine trailers to show us? Ooh, let me look. Let me look, if I'm allowed, because I would love to. I would love to. Ah, okay. Nothing I can do about this. I don't think I can change this. More information in the spring of 2026. So I don't think I'm allowed to show more. Yeah, you've been an angel, Steven. Prove it. I have to look. Brock, do you know if Santa Claus has like a big book? Where's your beard? Don't you see it? Yeah, it's very hard to grow that very long white beard. So if you don't start very early, and I skipped it this year, then yeah, sometimes it's not working out. But I have clones who do have the white beard. I can grow beards. I can make your wish come true. If you've been nice this year, then I can, with the power of Santa Claus, get you a few hairs there on your chin. Is it my dad? Isn't Santa Claus everyone's dad? Let's see. Because I agree. I agree. Where is Crimson Desert? Do we have more? I really think, and I hope it's not true, them skipping Game Awards to me says it's not coming out anymore in March. But that's also me just wanting that, because if the Black Flag remake is indeed coming out in March, then we only have like 1 week to play this game. Which would not be ideal. But yeah, it's gonna be one of the bigger games of the year. I'm looking for that one video. But I think it's probably this one, right? With the raptor. It's not. I can't find it. Stop shaving your or Santa. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure who's your Brooke. Maybe the guy I locked up in the basement here. But I wanted to look at my predictions for last year. I thought that was actually kind of interesting. Oh, who's that? See, this is not me. This is proof that I'm not Jordan. That this is the real Santa Claus. So yeah, I made this video on January 8th. I want to do a follow-up before the end of the year. But it's 35 minutes. That's very long. We're not going to watch it all, but we're going to skip through it and look if my predictions were right. I think that's pretty fun. I'm at least enjoying that. So I hope you too. My prediction was basically that I thought Mafia: The Old Country would be a smaller game, and I'm gonna throw it to you guys if you think that prediction was true. Let's see if we have like a tree. Like, it's going to be with the be more like Mafia 2, and I still think it will be a great game. I think it will be fine, but I think one of the headlines will be when Mafia comes out, you can finish it in 6-7 hours. Finish it in 6-7 hours. Let's see. Mafia: The Old Country. How long to beat? It's longer than I thought. I will do 2026 predictions as well, but likely in next week's video. Or next week's stream, if that makes sense. But I do want to look at all the games that are coming out in 2026 and kind of ask what you're looking forward to. I wish to get a PS5 Pro in my stockings. How big are your socks? Because it has to fit. But it's a pretty small console, so you don't have to bring on that many. Or yeah, you don't have to like buy that big of socks. Happy holidays. Hey, East Blue Drew. Happy holidays to you as well. So yeah, let me know. Do you think that my prediction Mafia is going to be smaller than people anticipated? Is it true or not? In the meantime, we're moving on to the next one. Ubisoft Entertainment, but if it's a flop, basically, of course, last year was like an interesting time. Shadows got delayed. It was still coming out in February by this point. But we, of course, had like the doom and gloom. Like, Ubisoft will die if Shadows is not a success. So, this is what I said, I think. Of course, this is my most anticipated game for 2025. I can't wait. I'm a huge fan. I'm going to spend hundreds of hours in this game. I think, personally, that Ubisoft will live to see another day. And that they will continue business as usual. Shadows, I think, when it comes out, will not be as big as Valhalla, but it will be bigger than Origins and Odyssey at launch. I mean. Hey, Alexios. I'm not sure who JorRaptor is, but Santa says hi. Yeah, Fancy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Your name is now Intune Katu. So I think this this prediction was kind of on point. Mirage had the same amount of players as Origins and Odyssey. I think this will be bigger than Mirage. Mirage sold 5 million units in a few months. Shadows will obviously sell more. We don't know if that happened though. But they made more money from it. It can really go both ways. I can totally be, and I know I am. Okay, but I do think I was kind of on point on that. I do think we can count that as a win. So Maya, am I late? Yeah, you're punished. No more presents for you. It was a fun playthrough for me. Me too. And I liked even my New Game Plus playthrough more. Okay, then we go to the Horizon Online project. This prediction is not true. I thought it was going to be revealed in 2026 or 2025. And dear to me that we'll see another game release this year. Whoa. If you think about it, they've been launching a new game or a new thing you can play every year since Forbidden West. Yeah, that's true. But in 2025, they did not launch anything, which is good. Horizon should take... Horizon... It's good that they skipped. Even though they announced the Steel Frontiers game, so they still did something. Every year you gotta see Aloy in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, basically I talk about the Horizon Online project. And what I think the rollout will be. But yeah, we did not see it. So yeah, then you have to think that it will be 2025. Or 6, right? They've been working on it since like that game director is on his like 8th year going into 2026. I'm gonna show something because I'm Santa. I give presents to myself as well. Hey Google, doe 8 camera aan. Hey Google, doe tuinlamp aan. Santa's back with presents for himself. Because of course, when I saw these, I had to get them. Horizon Magic Cards. OMG. OMG. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Aloy, the savior of Meridian. Let's remove them from the plastic. Yeah, who is Jordan, Saber Knight? This is Santa giving himself... Sometimes you gotta give yourself some presents, you know? So we got Aloy, the savior of Meridian. We got Aloy on top of a tall neck. Ooh. We got the Horus card. Come on. Yeah, there it is. Wow. 11-11. This is gonna ruin people. Regala's Wrath a bow. And then, of course, the Thunderjaw. Woo! They are... Oh, we have more. Grove Spiral. And that was it. There were Ghost of Tsushima cards as well, and even Uncharted. Like, all the PlayStation cards were a thing. But yeah, that was great. Cryptic Gaming, what's next for AC Shadows? Go to YouTube. JorRaptor or joraptor.com will take you to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification. Then, probably on Wednesday or Thursday, you will get a notification on your smartphone of choice. Jordan told me that I can like reveal this at Santa Claus. That is when the video will go live. And then you know the answers. So yeah. I collected baseball cards when I was a kid. Well, Carl, that's the cool thing about Santa. He loves kids. And that's not a weird sentence at all. Loving the fit, my boy. Well, Abby, I'm not sure who Yor is, but Santa is happy that you like his outfit. Yor, I really hope Far Cry 7 gets shown in 2026. Well, Brandon, that is possible. I have to say it's possible. But yeah, we're gonna look at what's happening in 2026 in a moment here. First, we're back. We're looking at the 2025 predictions I did a year ago and see how I'm faring. So we had the Mafia: The Old Country is a smaller game than you expect. That's a 50. I would argue that I was right, but we will see. Ubisoft, basically, I predicted that right. What would happen to Ubisoft after Assassin's Creed Shadows? That they would basically do business as usual. Shadows would be the second biggest launch. That was the case. And then we go. And then the Horizon Online project that we, obviously, from Guerrilla did not see. So that was not correct. Then we go. In 2025, these Xbox games. Huge. This game is amazing. Will be coming to PS5. The first game. That's my prediction. I said Hellblade 2 would be coming to PS5. That's correct. It released. Forza Horizon would be coming to PS5. Forza Horizon 5 will also be on PS5 by the end of 2025. That also happened. What else did I say? Because Outer Worlds, of course, coming in February for the end of the year as well. Okay, Avowed did not happen yet, but it's of course coming out like it's being said. That did not happen yet. Still, 2 out of 3, pretty good. Don't Not, I had some. Yeah, I thought the whole new Don't Not game was not doing well. Of course, Don't Not is in an interesting position. I really like their games, but they are kind of like it's tough for them to find a good spot on the market. But yeah, they are continuing, even though they of course did the Bloom and Rage game, but that did not do very well. That's kind of where my prediction come from. I'm just like kind of worried about them. I don't know if Don't Not. Maybe they will survive 2025, but I think it won't look pretty for them. Yeah, Jordan, Santa has to give you a we did not hear like anything that I thought we would hear. Then another game, another thing that's with multiple games. I think certain games will just not hit 2025, and I think GTA 6 will not launch in 2025. It even got delayed from May to November 2025. This pains me to say, but I think Crimson Desert will not launch in 2025. Yep. 20. And it still feels Fable. This is the only gameplay trailer we have for this game, and we've known about it since 2020. Which is interesting because we did get new gameplay for Fable, but it's still like if you if you like would put all the Fable stuff next to each other, it's still like only 2.5 or 3 minutes. I said here that it's not gonna launch in 2025. Obviously, it was delayed to 2026. I even think it's not gonna launch 2026. And that will be for my next. Still feels like a trailer you show for a game that is 2 years out, at least. Like it's very the gameplay in this trailer. It's just cut. Like what? Does Santa know when the first trailer of Hexay will be revealed? Yeah, Eve, it's a Santa Claus. Do you want any presents this year? I thought so. Yeah, when is... You know what I'm going to ask, right? When do we see the first trailer for Assassin's Creed Hexay? Yeah, I know we will have a pirate adventure first. Yeah. But after that. 2 months? Later? Yeah. I'll make sure the presents still get... Yeah, it's all... Yeah. Thank you. Happy holidays. I'm not allowed to say it. Okay. Let's see, we had more. I predict we see remakes this year from Ubisoft, such as Prince of Persia and Splinter Cell. Spago Vampire. They like the Prince of Persia remake was already confirmed for 2026, and Splinter Cell seemingly is 2026 as well. So yeah, but it might even be 2027, 2026. Oh, let's go! But I mean, trailer. Yeah. Okay. I think the predictions were pretty spot on. I also made a prediction for Greedfall 2 that they would change the combat system, but they did not do that. So Jordan, I'm gonna give you a pretty good score. So I will tell Jordan to next week do another 2026 predictions video. But what we can do right now is look at something that I've been preparing. A doc. The glorious 2026 doc. And let me know if there is a game on here. I'm gonna go over all of them that you want to discuss further. And I will do a main channel video on the 2026 games as well. And I will do multiple on the React channel, kind of doing the predictions and other things that I think will happen in 2026. Because I'm also kind of worried. I do think there will be many games underperforming in 2026. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, no. But yeah, I'm not sure if Jordan agrees. But me, Santa Claus, next year, I think it will be... let's see. Giving a lot of games that will be dirt cheap. Because they did not sell as many copies as they thought. Come on, Santa, please be good all year. If you listen to the phone call, you know when I was gonna say when I thought it would be. 2 months after the Black Flag release is when I think we will get the Hexay trailer. End of May. So does Jordan get a nice present? Yeah, he gets Aloy. On a piece of paper. We know he's like happy about that. You will look good in green. All green next year. Have you ever seen Santa Claus in green? I wouldn't think so. Okay, let's go. Spear. Quarantine Zone. A lot of games that I don't even know about. Street Dog. Bark. Arknight Enfield. This might be like a first game that people are still curious about that. It's like, well, it's a gacha, I think, right? So Maya, are you interested in this? Let me know. February. I'm gonna skip. This is High on Life 2. I really doubt High on Life 2 will be as big as High on Life 3 or 1. I don't think they can like capture the same sort of magic twice a year. Man, what is Square Enix doing? No info on Kingdom Hearts 4, info on Nier, Dragon Quest 12. Yeah. January is dead. Well, January, that is good. That we can save money in January and then save that for other things. Highguard. Oh yeah, for Highguard is not even on this list. Highguard, of course. How can we forget about that? The ending of the Game Awards. The first dead game of 2026? I don't know. Like, I think it's already a dead game. It, of course, has not launched yet. There's, like, zero hype for it. I would not, like, rule out the fact that it might... Like, I think there's still, even though everyone has written it off again, I still think there's a chance that it might be bigger than what we expect. Will it be big enough? That's, of course, the question. High on Life 2, I think not a lot of people will care, even though it will likely be a much better game than the first one. But I played the first one, I was like, yeah. It was a cool idea, but I'm not sure if it will be as good. Reanimal is the... That's the... From the... Oh, the Little Nightmares creators, okay. This could be a nice indie darling at the start of the year. Where's Concord Clone? Yeah, we talked about it. They do have a lot of Concord things. Abilities. I was like really surprised by that. But obviously these games are being made way before Concord. This looks kind of awesome if you're into these types of Inside Out type games. Or Inside, I should say. But yeah, I think this is another save your money month overall, apart from, of course, the big one. Resident Evil Requiem. That is, of course, gonna be the first, like, potential game of the year candidate right there. Of course, they announced Leon for during the Game Awards. So it will have the survival horror elements with Grace, and then Leon will be the more action-focused elements. 50-50 split. And yeah, I think it's going to be very, very cool. I hope it will be as good as the trailers look. But yeah, that is where I think most people will spend their first money in 2026 on new games. But then, we of course... Oh, that's Replaced. Replaced is that other... similar type game. That is from the makers of this one also looks a bit better, I think. This was like delayed many times as well. But yeah, I like the art style a lot. Kind of the pixel style. Looks awesome. Reanimal scope only. Ah, really? Ah, that sucks. But Little Nightmares 3 had like an AI partner, even though I don't think that worked out really well. But yeah, this looks kind of awesome. Oh, you can like fight too. I might check this out if the reviews are good. So yeah, this is Replaced. March. The March date is not ideal though, because we all know March is crazy. Because yeah, we also get Crimson Desert. Now, I don't know. Let me know if you think Crimson Desert still launches March 19th. I think it's too quiet. It's too quiet. I really think a game like that does not skip Game Awards. That's just weird to me. That would have been their biggest like push before launch. I mean, they've been at every show. Gamescom, Summer Game Fest. Why would you then skip the Game Awards? But it's possible, of course. Yeah, exactly. Overlord, Crimson Desert, March, I'm ready. And we don't have it here yet. 007 is not on the list. Oh, here. 007. That's the other big game for me in March. And I think that you can probably like finish this in a few days. But like Crimson Desert, I really think is going to eat you alive. If you really are planning to go crazy, you can go crazy in this game. I think there's going to be a ton of stuff to do. And that really makes me hopeful that they push it a bit. Because here, I think we get the Black Flag remake. That's the rumor right now, right? That it's the end of March. So that would also be either March like 26th or 27th. So then you get this on the same day, which is crazy. And you get like Crimson Desert before that. They already moved Saros, which is nice. But yeah, I really think maybe they're gonna delay, yeah. Like, of course, they first put it in March because GTA was still in May. But now GTA got pushed. They might be like, okay, we don't have to launch in this March window that is way too crowded because it's still in the financial year for a lot of these companies. We can move on. We can, like, maybe get some room to breathe, get 2 months of extra polish and put it in May. I would love that. Neo 3. Ooh, in February. Why is it missing? Well, that's because it's an in-progress list. But you're right. Neo 3 should be here, I think, right? You are right. You are right. I would love the AC remake is in February or January. Well, Joseph, don't count on it. They can delay again. Why not, East Blue Drew? They can. The only thing is that they will probably have to refund people on the PlayStation Store and stuff, and I'm not sure if they're willing to do that. That's what Assassin's Creed had to do as well when they pushed it. But yeah, Skata, good to see you. 53 Nights. You missed the Prince of Persia remake. Well, VFAC, we have no confirmation of when that will launch. It should be out before this point. But yeah, it's kind of quiet there too. But I do think it will be out before the Black Flag remake. We will see. But yeah, right now it is still planned for before April. But yeah, we got the Black Flag remake there too. So then, yeah, you would think January was the leaked release date. But are they really gonna... They've like worked on that for 5 years. After they already worked on it at that other studio before they delayed it. So they put a ton of money into this. I don't know. We will see. But we will likely see it in 2026. Kino and Sky says, hey, Yor, have you seen the next Nolan movie trailer? He's adapting the Odyssey. Could not think of AC Odyssey. And please, let me know if I'm crazy, but don't you think it would be very smart of Ubisoft to just out of nowhere, because it's dropping, I think, on July 17th, right, that movie, to just be like, oh, there's a new update for Odyssey. It's now a native PS5 Xbox Series version, or hey, it's coming to Switch too, and we get like new content around that movie launch. Is it weird, or is there? Do you think there's not much of a connection apart from it being in the same setting? That people might be like, oh, I just watched Odyssey. I now want to play a game like it, and I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Hey, Jet Laner, thanks for joining. Remaster AC Odyssey for $10. I mean, it's already 60 FPS on console, of course, but it's not as beautiful. Yeah, with a sale, I do think Ubisoft could probably get some money from some sort of Odyssey push around that time. Yeah, they should, right? Peps Gaming says as well, yeah. I'm excited for Neo 3 and Resident Evil 9 in February. Great picks. Yeah, Neo 3 looks great. But yeah, going back to the list. So yeah, for me, this is crazy. This part. There are only like 8 days between these games. Between 3 big games that I plan to do on the channel, that I plan to cover on the channel, and that are just gonna be really, I think, similar audiences. So I really think one of them Like, I don't think, like, this could be pushed if they need more time, but Ubisoft will do everything to have it launch before the end of their financial year. They need something like this in their financial year, because otherwise it's not looking too good. While Crimson Desert, again, it not being at the Game Awards, unless they do some sort of big push in January, I really think they might push it to May. Marathon is also in March, that's right. Yeah, where that's crazy, but that is for a completely different audience, of course. I hope Onimusha is good, but I'm not sure it will be. I played Onimusha. It was my favorite game at Gamescom. I have high hopes for that game. What about Assassin's Creed Hexe? Well, that game is coming too, I think, in 2026. Santa, bring your some help. He will need to cover all the games in March. I know, RoboWizzo. I will send my reindeers, but I'm not sure if they're very good at playing games. But they might be able to... No, I think it will be even... I think they will only cause more issues. Because... Yeah. He will then have to take care of them as well, which will only take more time. So I'm not sure if Santa can help. He can take over some streams. Maybe. No, Onimusha, I think I have high hopes for it. I think it will be great. Vivek, yeah, we talked about that already. Fable will likely get delayed again as well. I agree. Yeah, this is the mouse game. The crazy mouse game. Do you guys remember that? I do think it will... It might not be, like, amazing, but I do think it will be... it will be, like, fun. For sure. It's like the Doom mouse game. Yeah. It looks awesome. The last dev video for Marathon completely changed my perspective on the game. From, yeah, the next live service failed to the next Arc Raiders for me. Even someone like that rarely plays these online shooters nowadays. I looked at Marathon and I was like, dude, that actually looks kind of awesome. That actually looks kind of awesome. I think the problem mostly with Marathon will be that they have very high hopes. Like, this team working on this game is super expensive, if that makes sense. It needs to be Arc Raiders level for it to be a success. If it's not that level, then they will have a hard time. And that is, I think... Yeah, what might be the issue here. But I think it's good that it's a different perspective. Of course, first person versus third person. That will already help, I think. But I agree. I think the new stuff they showed looks very cool. It just the mist or sort of the ominous sort of vibe. Like you never very clearly see or something. But it can also now look very... I think it's the mist. It's so hard to describe, but that to me really sold this new gameplay. But during daytime, it can still look very good too. I think that's like around here. I think that's awesome. I think this looks great too. So yeah, they did a great job delaying that. They still got a few months. So, I mean, even if you don't care about Marathon and that live service game, it's gonna be a very fascinating story, because if that game does not deliver for Bungie, then things are not looking good for them. Hey Santa, do you think we'll hear anything on the next God of War in 2026? It's possible, but I think they will save it for next year, for 2027, for the PlayStation 6 reveal. That would be my bet, if I had to bet. What about Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy? That's a very good point. That is slated for That looked awesome. That is slated for 2026, right? They should launch this around around Odyssey because it has some Greek elements too. But yeah, it having like sword combat and stuff. Basically more combat than the other Plague Tale games. Here, see? It has some like Greek... Dude, if they launch this around the Odyssey, that would be very smart. Lenny Kravitz killed my hype for 007. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the pick as well. And the performance they showed doesn't look that great. It's a weird pick, I agree. But yeah, I forgot about this game. I'm gonna put it on the list, but... hype for it. Did they say 2026? Yeah. It's of course coming to PlayStation and stuff as well, but that's awesome. A Plague Tale Resonance. Going back to the list. Pragmata. I'm not so sure. Yeah, I think Saros. Call me crazy. I'm gonna give you a tease for one of my predictions for the predictions video. I think Saros will have a higher chance to get nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards than Wolverine. Let me know if you agree. Still feels like Destiny. I think a marathon feeling like Destiny is actually gonna help it. Because then people who might not be into the extraction shooters will actually join that game. And they need it. Marathon, the second dead game of 2026, it will be hard for sure. Ooh, Joseph says, I think Saros won't hit as hard. Really? No news. Ghost of Yote coming to PC then in 2026. I think so, Uncut Chain. I think they will do it. I'm excited. I'm more excited for Saros than Wolverine. Interesting. Yeah, my thing with Wolverine is I think it's gonna be a relatively short game. Like, even if the open world games from Insomniac can be like beaten in 20 hours, I think having the amount of set pieces that Wolverine will have and yeah, less of an exploration that you can do, I think that game will be a bit shorter. I still think it will be really, really fun, but I think Saros will be better. I don't know. That's my feeling on it. But I'm curious, Joseph, why do you think Saros won't hit as hard? Huge games never win Game of the Year. To be fair though, like Spider-Man was nominated, right? The first Spider-Man for Game of the Year in the Game Awards. I think it was nominated. Even Assassin's Creed Odyssey was nominated. That's crazy. Damn. That's the last Ubisoft game I think that got nominated for Game of the Year. Crazy. God of War, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead Redemption 2, Marvel Spider-Man, Celeste, and Odyssey. Sick. Personally, I'm not confident about Insomniac games since Spider-Man 2 because of bad writing. I get that. For me, it was mostly the Venom arc, though, so... yeah, I'm not sure. I would not, like, put it against them. Then we have Lego Batman, which I think will just be great. I think Lego Batman will likely do well, be great. Good release date right now. I know more people are more excited about it than I am, but I think them like going for the more open world approach and having the Arkham combat is gonna be awesome. Ace Combat 8. A lot of people were like really excited for this. It's not a game for me, but after the event. This is, by the way, not correct. It's just like these games could potentially be here. Titanfall 2 or Titan Quest 2. Interesting. Yeah, now we're getting in kind of weird territory. But I think Phantom Blade Zero, that is gonna be, for me, Crimson Desert, 007 First Light, the Black Flag remake, Phantom Blade Zero. That's gonna be one of my like. It's gonna be amazing. That new trailer. So when we were at the Game Awards, they also had like a truck driving around with that trailer around the Game Awards. So they would like constantly showcase this trailer. This looks awesome. Next fall is so far away. I mean, time flies, you know. We'll be there before you know it. Steam Machine could launch in May, June. Yeah, I mean, they said early 2026, so it should be even March, right? The elves. Oh, the elves could help me, Brock. You're right. The elves don't get paid. Yours better than that. I did hear Sony wants to push games for 2027 so they can remaster them for PS6 when it comes out. I mean, Sony doesn't have to push games to remaster them. I mean, we'll totally get an intergalactic sort of remaster for the PS6, of course. With maybe a DLC or something. Phantom Blade Zero gives me Black Myth Wukong vibes, for sure. And I'm not sure if it will be as big as Black Myth Wukong, especially in China, but it will be... It might be better for most people. I loved Black Myth Wukong. It was my favorite game of 2014 or 2024. I'm not sure if Phantom Blade Zero will be better for me, but no, this game is going to be very, very good. So yeah, I think games coming out around this time, they have to be scared. I think you don't want to launch too close to this. I think for your third person action games, you want to get away. But like this is so awesome. This drunk enemy, and then we later on in the trailer see him use the same abilities, because that's really the thing with this game. All these enemies you see here, you can like use their weapons against them. So yeah, okay, this guy has a very cool chain. We can probably, by beating this guy, get that weapon ourselves. I think the combat looks better in Phantom Blade. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. When I think they will show us the remake of Black Flag, it's really hard to predict. But here, now he will do the drunk ability. But yeah, I think the rumored launch day of March at the end of March is likely correct. So it will be before that. If game developers are so fixed on remakes, I think they should do remakes of really old games like Ruin and Unreal Gold. I mean, we might. I think it's sometimes hard. I mean, those games, of course, require way more time. You're basically remaking making a completely new game with remakes for these old titles. I love getting enemies weapons. Yeah, Phantom Blade Zero is all about that. I need a God of War 1, 2, and 3 remake. I'm not sure if they will ever do that, because yeah, God of War is just so different right now. I don't think they because if they do it, they will like remove certain scenes, and I don't think people will be happy with that. And then, of course, November, GTA 6. Like, that is the thing with 2026. It's like, all these games are good, fun and all, but they will launch in the first 10 months of the year. So, even the games that now have a 2026 window, but no launch date, like the Galactic Racers, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, Control Resonant, Onimusha, or The Order of the Sinking Star, Lords of the Fallen 2, they will all launch before November. Nobody's going to get close to GTA. Or they will be pushed to 2027. I think of these games, maybe Control could be pushed. I think the rest will come out. Big new multiplayer game, Highguard. But yeah, Microsoft will be going crazy, of course, as well. I think Fable will be 2027, but like the Halo remake and Forza will launch, and maybe Gears as well. But the other games, Clockwork, we do know South Midnight's coming to PS5. Whatever happening with State of Decay 3, like they have way too many games. If they want to launch it all. So I think Clockwork, State of Decay, and Fable is 2027. Assassin's Creed, Hexay. Again, I would be shocked if they don't launch Hexay in like around the Halloween window. Unless they need more time. But that game has been in development. Like, that game will have the longest development cycle of an Assassin's Creed game ever. Invictus, Jade, Black Flag remake, yeah. Jade, of course, mobile game. Invictus, a multiplayer game. I would not like put too much expectations into this. I do think this could still be cool, but I hope they're reworking it and maybe doing a PC launch as well, similar to some of the other games. Yeah, Starfield will of course get a big update. Maybe we see the Monster Hunter Wilds update already. No Man's Sky will get more updates, but what about Light No Fire? Like, that could be a huge game for 2026 if they launch it. But yeah, that's of course Hello Games. They can take all the time. Yeah, the Horizon Online game, 4 Loop there. Of course, the Sony, the Marvel fighting game will still be out. That is a big one too. Ubisoft games. I think Ghost Recon will launch. The Prince of Persia remake will launch. And Black Flag and Hexe. Splinter Cell and Far Cry 7 seem to be 2027, I think. Far Cry 7, like, early 2027, maybe at the earliest. But I hope we see Judas. Arc Age 2, delayed. Sea of Remnants, I'm not sure if you remember that game. I do think it might be pretty big. It's like a pirate open world game. The Ballad of Antaria is another free-to-play Asian game. I do think it could be big. Mortal Shell 2 looked pretty cool at Gamescom or at Summer Game Fest. Chronicle Medieval. And Plague Tale, of course, there as well. So, these are the games that we know about, basically. And those will already fill the months. Like, if what usually happens, you have a very crowded March. You have a very, I do think more games will slot in April and May. Then June and July is likely not very big. And then you have August. And then August is usually like end of August. September and October are going to be insane. Because all these games want to be in front of GTA. So, like Marvel. Marvel 9043. That's another game. Code Vein 2, Yote DLC. I don't think we will get Yote DLC. I still love Starfield. Well, we will probably get the PS5 update. You think 2026 is more stacked than 2025? I feel like it is. I think it could be. I also have a feeling that a lot of these games will actually hit. 2025 had some games that, of course, delayed. But yeah. JorRaptor, yeah, that's me. That is me. I will be moving out. I will be working on some other stuff. 2 fun videos launching on the main channel this week. And some fun stuff on the React channel as well. Hope you have an amazing Christmas if you're celebrating. Happy holidays. Thanks, Brock, of course, for moderating here. Next week will be the final Monday stream of the year, where I will do my 2026 predictions. And we will look even more in the future. So let me know if you have a prediction. You have 1 week, and then next week you can share it in the chat. Thanks everyone for joining. Hope you had a great time. I'll be back very soon